It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Man, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Allen on 3rd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. The Bills bringing on the punt team. Tylan Wallace deep for Baltimore. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or 2. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
Here's 2nd and 9. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Jake Camarda now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run it with Henry. Up the sideline at the 35. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
Here's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3-and-out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Hopkins sent in motion. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline, it really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Allen going to give this to Davis. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Ravens out front. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now a give to Davis. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a 1st down. Here's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Quick throw, taken in. And the Bills are going to be looking at a first and goal. They move it down to the 4. Allen will throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Justice Hill to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now to throw on first down. Open man downfield, it is Hopkins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Now, this is textbook route running. Everything from the way he attacked their leverage with speed, and then when he crosses face, that's the indication for the quarterback to release the ball. Ball's on target, great run, great route, big pickup.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
2nd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now, Jackson. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Still 2nd down.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. To throw is Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Allen to throw. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good...
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. One more time going up top with Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Allen going to throw again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Extra point try by Bass. It's up and good. And the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And the shotgun, here's Jackson. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now on second down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Again, it's Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
He might be a tight end by position definition, Mike, but this guy is a bona fide playmaker with the ball in his hands, and we're just seeing this more and more across the league. These guys have such a natural ability to pick up yards after the catch, and
that one taken in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and through. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. Looking downfield for Coleman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very
We'll
much.
see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll take this to about the 28. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Throwing Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. Third and a yard. They'll go play action here with Allen. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Slot man in motion right. Allen on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. Second down, Jackson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now Jackson. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Here comes a return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And that's going to get closed up quickly. We'll get only to the 37.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll motion over Flowers. They'll try and run for this with Henry. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Ravens bring their punt team out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. Second down and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To throw is Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Now Allen on 1st down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, Shakir. On 2nd down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He's looking deep for Shakir. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. No motion over Flowers. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First and 10. Here's Hill. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. And this ball batted away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
3rd and short, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to run it. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion comes Andrews. To throw is Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing Jackson. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's in. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Davis now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work and put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing again, it's Allen. In middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? One more time going up top with Allen. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Allen going to throw again. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Again, it's Allen to the air. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. That's on the veteran Deion Dawkins. A final shot now for Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.